But it's Breakfast with the Stars. Super excited to have her in studio because you remember her from Tujuane. We loved her on that, and now she's back as a budding entrepreneur. We have Yvonne Bulimo, aka Yvonne B, live in studio. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Welcome back. I know you're in and out, but yes, I am in and out. Yes. Welcome back this time.
This is home.
You know, we were just talking about it before Nairobi Diaries. There was Tujuane. Like, it was like the budding of reality TV in Kenya.
Yes.
So going from that, was it hard to walk away from that?
It was.
Yeah.
Because Tujuane allowed me to actually know Kenya.
Yeah.
You know, living in the States and coming back and not really knowing too much about the city, even outside of Nairobi.
Yeah.
Tujuane allowed me to travel and meet different people.
Yeah.
So it was a great experience. So shout out to all the Tujuane fans.
Okay. So then you left Tujuane, and then what happened?
I left Tujuane, went home. I moved home to my mom's, and I was just confused with life because I thought that I was going to be here for a long time.
Yeah.
I had plans on, owning my own TV show, TV station. Like, I really had those dreams. And then to go back and start over again was kind of hard for me, but I'm back.
Yeah. Wow. So how did you get through that? Because I feel like a lot of people go through that, but nobody ever openly talks about it. You know what I mean? Like the confusion of, okay,
so
now what do we do?
The plan is a bomb.
So
what next? Where do we go from here?
I kind of felt like a little bit of a failure, but I mean, I accomplished a lot here already, and I felt like, okay, let me just kind of regroup and figure out how can I go back and still make my myself known and be with the people again.
It's always easy to in that moment just let go, you know what I mean?
It was really hard. It was hard for the first 6 months. I was like kind of depressed. I was just like,
actually there's no word, there's that.
It was really hard, but I persevered.
And you pushed on through. That's fantastic because then the reason that you're here was birthed from all of that. So we're going to get to that in a bit. But what I also want to know is, were there any lessons you learned from that period?
Yes. Kenya taught me to be very, very aggressive and don't take no for an answer.
Okay.
And also just be patient.
Yeah.
And things happen for a reason, I feel like, and that also taught me that everything is a learning lesson, and don't take it as a failure. So I just felt like, yes, you're going back home, but you're going back home for a reason. It's not, God wants you to be back in America because now you're going to come back and do Zoezi.
Exactly. So those of you who are like, she's coming back to exercises, no. We'll break it down for you in the next 4 minutes. But yes, we are hanging out with the star that is Yvonne, live in studio. If you have any questions for her, or you're like, oh my God, I've missed that voice. What? Send those to us on Twitter at Kiss100 Kenya. Hanging out with Adelo Nyango and Shafi Weru. We have Yvonne live in studio with us. Thank you so much for opening up about your journey from when you left Tujuane to going back home and thinking, okay, now what is the plan? You know what I mean? How do we build from up again? So Zoezi Sport. Okay, so what is that?
Zoezi Sport is a lifestyle and fitness brand made for the fit and fearless women and soon to be man.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's an athleisure brand. It's not just for the gym. I'm wearing it now.
Jeans looks really dope.
And heels.
Yeah.
It's I wanted to transcend from the gym and also to like happy hour.
Yeah.
Or, here with Adele and Shafi. Just chilling.
Yeah.
So that's what Zoezi Sport is.
Okay. So how did that start up? Like while you were doing Tujuane, was this something that was the back of your mind? You know how you always have this idea and then you're just too scared to implement?
This is how it started.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was on Tujuane and I remember I got a tweet and somebody was like, oh my God, is she pregnant? And I wasn't. So that's when I started going to the gym. So that's where it started.
Yeah.
So I went to, my fitness journey started like that.
Yeah.
And then I could never really find, like clothes that I like to wear here in Nairobi. So I was like, I'm just going to start making my own clothes. And then I was like, no one's going to buy this. This is not going to be cute at all.
Yeah.
And then it's also very expensive. So that's why I just, I put it in the back burner. I moved home. back to America, and then I was just like, okay, fine, I'll make a sample.
Yeah.
And then I got the sample, and I was like, wow, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
So I just put it out there, and then the reception has been really, really great.
It looks so dope. We were like on the page before you came, and we were buckbiting. It's like, look at this, isn't this good? Showing Shafi all the beautiful models.
Yeah, and the models are pretty hot.
And he's like, yeah, it's good. I'm like, the clothes on the chick.
Both. Yeah.
But Shafi's like,
So, but when you were starting off, like, you got the sample. Mm-hmm. The next move from there, were you scared to take the next step? Because then it becomes too real.
Yes, and it scared me because I was just like, okay, now if I really do this, like, okay, I don't like to half do things. Mm-hmm. I put my all into it, and if this is going to be a business, I have to take it very seriously.
Yeah.
So I was just like, am I going to be able to afford it? Mm-hmm. One, because starting a business costs money.
Yeah.
And I work full time, and I have other things going on in my life.
Yeah.
But I was just like, this is something that I'm very passionate about, fitness and fashion.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm just gonna go in.
Yeah. So, like, in terms of business, what did you have to do? Like, did you have to add on stuff to know before you started the business? Did you have to, like, take online courses or have conversations with people who are already doing business?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I talk to a lot of people. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
I have friends who have brands that are big, and I ask them questions.
Yeah.
Because there are things you go in and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna do a t-shirt line.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sell it.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
You have to really think about cost, and one, can you afford to produce these things?
Yeah.
You have to think about marketing, and then you have to realize who is your clientele, who are you selling to. There's a lot of things that I didn't think about. I was just like, I'm just going to do this cute little outfit, and I'm just going to put it on Instagram, and people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work like that.
I like that you bring that up, because most people think like entrepreneurship is so glamorous. It's like, oh my God, you're your own boss. Are there any sacrifices from your day-to-day life that you have to make?
Sleep. You kind of have to sacrifice money and time, because you can't really go in without knowing, one, can you afford this? Like, the number one thing that people in business tell me is don't spend your own money. So if you can avoid spending your own money, then you're good to go.
Yeah.
That's then, like taking risks with other people's money.
Yes.
Only in America.
You can translate it to that.
Only in America. Who in Kenya will give you money to go take risks?
No, but all
you can get a loan.
Yeah, that's a bank.
But and then you can go to your friends.
Yeah.
Ask your friends for a little bit of help.
April.
Yeah, not in January.
I mean, just try to start off as little as possible. For me, I would say I started off with one outfit.
Yeah, minimum cost.
Minimum cost. Keep your costs low. Try to see how much can you sell with this one product. Don't try to get like 5 different outfits, 100 of them each, and then you only sell like 2. It's just
and it also helps like, what do people like? Do they really like this? And you can change up really quickly.
Yes. It's easier to change once you put it out there, and then you get a little bit of criticism, like make it like this, and then boom, then you have your second outfit that's better. Then you can afford more, because you have a larger, clientele, a market that want to buy. But just don't go into big. Start small and then build up.
Always
start small.
Okay, so we have Yvonne dropping some wisdom when it comes to business, all about Zoezi Sport. And of course, if you have any questions, send those our way on Twitter at Kissa100. Kenya will be back in the next 3 minutes. Now, you're hanging out with Adele Onyango and Shafi, where we have Yvonne, who is the founder of Zoezi Sport. And, we missed her after Tujuane. We're like, where's Yvonne? Well, she's back. Yes. And she has a lot to share with you. So if somebody in Team Adele, Team Shafi wants to get any of the pieces from Zoezi Sport, where would they go to?
Zoezisport.com, on Instagram at Zoezi Sport.
Yeah.
Just send me a DM if you have any questions in regards to how to purchase.
Yeah.
You can email me. You can send me a DM.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just keep on insisting on that DM thing.
I feel like people
Shafi.
There dudes out there
love
like,
to DM. So I'm just like, just DM me. It's fine.
But for work.
Yeah.
Only for work, please. No, because sometimes people are just like, hey, baby, no.
What I also want to know, though, in the journey in entrepreneurship, there is many no's, okay? Even when we're talking about where to get money from, you'll present a beautiful idea, you'll present all of these, a deck of a business plan that you think is the next biggest thing, and people will just be like, nah, no. So have you experienced many no's, and how did you, keep going?
No's, yes. When I finished Tujuane,
Yeah.
I wanted to do TV shows. I had my own production company, and that's when the no started.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's when I got really discouraged, just like, okay, maybe I should just shift the focus.
Yeah.
But in regards to fitness and fashion, not many no's.
Not many no's. That's
Not
good.
many no's.
That's good.
Yes.
But do you have any moments where you feel like maybe you could, because you mentioned that you are juggling your 9 to 5.
Yes.
And then this baby of yours that's Zoezi Sport.
Yes.
Do you ever have moments where you're like, maybe I should just let this go and then focus on the 9 to 5? Is it easier? Do you have you faced such a challenge?
Yes, only financially. In business, when you start a business, that's the most discouraging thing.
Yeah.
Because you want to do all these, you want to design and have all these type of fabrics, which are expensive, and you don't have no money.
Yeah.
So that's where the no's come.
Oh,
but
man.
not necessarily from customers and people around me. Yeah, that's most of the discouraging things. Just, money makes the world go around.
Yeah. And what if there's somebody who's listening right now, just in closing, who is about to start a business? It could be in anything from fashion to something, IT. What is the one thing you can tell that young Kenyan who's listening to you and is about to start that journey?
Follow the steps of someone who has already made it. Figure out what they've done and literally just copy. I mean, seriously, you gotta that's how you start. And then also start small.
Yeah.
Also find your niche, figure out who you're trying to market to and sell to, and then just literally just start from there. Just start.
Yeah. Just start.
Because I had it took me 3 years to do a sample because I thought no one's going to buy this, no one's going to like this until I had that one sample and I just put it out there, and now I can get more samples and, sell more things. And I just followed other brands that I felt like that were successful, that I felt like, I could reach that level.
Okay. All right. I absolutely love that. So I hope you've taken that home with you. And that's the best time to hear. The best time to hear such advice is January, when everybody's like, go, go, go. Let's do it. So follow Zoezi Sport on Insta.
Yes. Instagram.
Zoezisport.com. You can check out the website and see what you like.
DM her.
Hey, yeah.
DM me on Zoezi Sport.
Yeah.
If it's about business, Zoezi Sport.
Yeah.
And
it's about other things.
You can slide into Shabby's DM.
And then I'll forward the messages to her.
Oh man, sawa pie. However, thank you so much for coming through this morning and hanging out with us and sharing your journey. It's really inspiring, and we wish you all the best. When you come back, we'll want to know more and see
Thank
the
you
growth.
so much for having me.
Big up to Yvonne.